My neighbor across the street was a World War II veteran. He was like, "Oh, remember back in the day you used to drink that OE?" And I was like, "Yeah, listen, just shooting the shit with him, man, because I knew, his time was short." And I love talking to those old vets, So I was like, "All right, this and that." And he's like, "Yeah, man, if these guys try this stuff, right?" So I had a Colt 45, right? He bought a Colt 45, 22 ounce, I think it was. Right.
They made 40s and 22s, yeah.
22s, right? So I was like, if you get it, I'll take it. Just to make him feel good. So I grabbed the bottle. I started walking across the street so I could put him in the house and then dump the shit, right? But he was like, "You gonna drink it?" And I was like, "Oh, shit." So I was like, "Well, put it in the freezer." He goes, no, it's nice and cold. I told him to put it in the car. It's like, oh, shit, man, right? So I'm like, fuck, man. Because at that time, I had already stopped drinking OE.
You started drinking malt liquor. Okay.
Right. I was into Bud and shit like that. He's like, "Yeah, you gotta drink that." And I was like, "All right, man." Popped it open, drank it. By the time I snapped out of it and realized what the fuck I was doing, I was driving in the middle of traffic in Brooklyn. I went from Park Slope into Flatbush to Atlantic Avenue. I was driving in the middle lane on the highway, right? In the middle of the street, driving in the middle lane. Mountain bike. I had a beautiful mountain bike. Just driving.
Oh, so you're riding?
Yeah, I was riding.
Oh, you're driving. I'm like, you in a car?
I'm driving.
Oh, you're riding a bike.
On a bike. On a mountain bike. Oh, shit.
How old are you?
Man, I was probably in my teens, man. I was like,
wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, that stuff is dangerous.
Yeah, so I was like, I stepped out of it. I was by David's house, by Bergen Street.
Mm-hmm.
That was David?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So I stopped over stopped right in front of that house. I'm like, just staring at the house like, I used to swing like Tarzan in this motherfucker, right? I'm like, ain't you the fuck home? So I turned back, rode back through Fifth Avenue, through Viejo Yayo and all that shit. But I got home and I was like, I ain't drinking that shit again. Hey, how was the ride? And I was like, oh, it's fucking awesome, man. It was like being on mushrooms or some shit.
Yeah.
And that was it, man. But I was like, I can't drink this malt liquor stuff, man. This is
I have a strange feeling that was more than 22 ounces, and that in your adult mind now you have given that 22 ounces. Because if you drink now 22 ounces of Colt 45, you get fucked up.
Yeah.
But you drink more, like double that, and it is dangerous shit. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
I've been writing for a long time. Let me tell you what was written in the cut, like a laceration or abrasion in the incision. And my veins cold, feeling like a blizzard when a range roll with the windows tinted in 2 homes with a couple million. And my flow sick, need some penicillin, and I speak facts. This is my opinion with the pen, though. I'm a super villain, double lost.
All right, and we're back for the final little segment. We have adult duties to do. Adult duties to do. That sounds weird.
Yeah, right.
The word duty. Adult duty to do. Anywho, that being said, let me pour my beer. You with yours. I am back on to the 21st Amendment Blood Orange IPA.
Salud, brother. Enjoy.
Salud. So
Yeah.
we've talked about the minuscule amount of politics. Right now, it is.
Politics hit me.
No. We're gonna stay light on the politics because it's so much everywhere. But
Can I say something?
it's September 25th right now because I'm gonna say that. Okay. I'm gonna try to post this as soon as possible.
Okay. Let's talk about politics real quick.
Yeah.
Can we?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, if you don't believe in science, global warming, just the basics, man. Like, everybody should be helped. Medicare for all and all that other stuff. Hey, man. You got to be a fool. Every other country has it. We're the last ones to have it because of politics and money. And we need to set up this game, And it's a shame that, New York itself, $174 billion. That's how much is generated in New York every year. And all it takes is $6 billion probably less, to take care of the homeless. And that's $6 billion they give to the police officers. And that's why they say defund the police. Because the police got a lot of money, but you have police, but you have homeless people. That makes no sense. In the richest city on the planet, Japan takes their homeless and they put them in monasteries. In the monasteries, the homeless, they train them, and what they do, they clean the streets. They're the street sweepers.
Really?
They clean the streets. Yeah, in Japan. Yeah, they clean the streets. There's no homelessness.
I never heard of that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's no homelessness because they put them in the monasteries. Even if they have PTSD, put them in monasteries. The street training. This is what you're gonna do. All you're gonna do is sweep the streets, right? Whenever it rains, they have a beautiful irrigation system that cleans the streets, right? So it starts from the top to the bottom. So when it rains, or the water washes everything away. But these guys go and they clean the streets, right? And we don't think about that stuff here in the U.S. I mean,
I'll let me interrupt.
Yeah.
Because what I will go with, what I hear from people that I know, and we could talk about all this, but let's get to the most basic, right?
Let's go.
The most basic is, just the other day we heard the President of the United States say,
"Oh my God."
And if you haven't heard it, if you think it's bullshit, or you think he's just trying to rouse the media or whatever, he said, the election's fake.
Right.
It hasn't happened yet.
It is fake.
He
He's
said,
in office.
He said the election's fake, that there's a bunch of fake votes.
Right.
Again, hasn't happened yet.
He's in office.
And then he said that the only way for a peaceful... They asked if you have a peaceful transfer of power. And the only way you'd have a peaceful transfer of power is if he wins.
Right. And
So essentially he was saying, I'm not leaving. Fuck this shit. I'm going to stay in here regardless of whatever the people vote. Right. The people's vote doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is what I say.
In the Constitution, or amendments, he's supposed to leave the office.
Yeah, but there's supposed to be there's always been a peaceful transfer of power. But he's already agreed to that. That he's basically saying, I'm willing to be Mussolini in this shit and not do that. So we're in a different realm right now. And I listen to a lot of and I don't do this as a political thing, right? I don't talk politically, but I've been
you have to right now.
I've been right. This is not a...
And the problem with the president...
No, let me just interrupt you real quick. I apologize, but real quick. Like, you have somebody who is trying to be a dictator in the country that is a democratic country. Now, you have people that are saying, yeah, they believe everything he says. Hey, let's drink bleach, and let's inject light, and let's nuke hurricanes. And if you don't believe nuke hurricanes... There'll be an episode on that, and there's direct quotes from the president saying, "Nuke you gotta go space. Let's have a space force.
Go up there, man.
Let's have a space force.
You gotta find some land for some reason.
And the coronavirus is fake, but then privately he's saying it's the plague, and it's scary. Oh, it's not going to kill anybody in one breath, and then and privately he's saying I'm terrified about it, and it's killing young people too. And then, it shows somebody who just doesn't give a fuck about you. And that's the scary part about it. All he cares about is winning again. So if you're looking for a king, which if you've ever known anything about this country, that's what we fought against. And that's what so many people died for back during the Revolutionary War, against the king. If you want to go back there, then, hey... Yeah. There are plenty of countries you can go visit. So every Trump supporter or a person that's like, if you don't support Trump, you should leave the country. Newsflash, my brothers and sisters.
When Obama was president.
You should leave the country. Maybe you should think about going to a place where there's a king. Try Saudi Arabia. I've been there.
Yeah.
With Prince bin Al Salman. You know, it's
Fucking
a
horrible.
it's a different world. It's not America. It's not the America we love. We love it for a reason. We may have problems. We're like a family during Thanksgiving. We may have all the fucking problems in the world. We have drunk uncles and aunts that are gay, or people that are transgender or black or white or Spanish or Jewish, and all these different mixtures. But when we can fight about shit, we can disagree about shit, but when it comes down to Thanksgiving dinner, we still all sit down together and we fucking eat.
Eat that turkey, man.
Exactly.
That gravy's delicious.
So I just want to I guess I went on a little bit of a rant. I apologize. But when it comes down to this, we're all Americans. We believe in the American way. And
Hello. Good night.
hi, kids.
Good night, kids. We love you.
And it's a beautiful thing that we want this for our children that just walked in the room. We want to continue to keep this in America. Not a... What would you call it? Would you call it Trumperica? Or Trumpocracy? Or whatever. We want this to be diverse and a beautiful country that we all can enjoy and live.
That's right.
So I'm not getting into the more basic points of this, but I'm just keeping it plain and simple. Because we have to spend some time with our wives. I'm not sure where you are in the world today, but I hope you have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night from the Church of Beers. My name is Carlos Pastor, a.k.a. Pastor Los, with my guest and my cousin, Ali. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
At the Church of Beers.